Hello and welcome back. Today we took down this stand all by myself. I didn't film that because it was kind of difficult getting it out of that tree all by myself without, hurting myself. Thought filming myself would just add to the problem, so I did not film myself taking that down, but maybe I should have because it was quite the adventure by itself. The reason I took it down is because I put the third solar panel out here now, hooked all three of them together in series, got the camera back there, the trail camera back there to watch it. I've now disassembled all of this box I built before. I'll take that back with me here in a little bit. Now you can see I've got those cables right here. Got this ladder sitting here on top of it to make sure nobody runs over it if my uncle comes back here. Goes into the hunting stand. When I hooked it up earlier, it was making over 1,000 watts of power. And right now, it's not a whole lot of sun. I've got 48 watts of loads on there. I've got that fan running in there, and I've got the lights running in there. And it's only creating 245 watts of power, so it's got 71 volts going into it at 3.4. When I first hooked it up, it had 100 volts at 10 amps, which is, 1,000 watts. But that's when the sun was out, and the sun is now behind these clouds. And soon it's going to go behind these trees, and so it's not going to get too much more sunlight for the day. But that was enough to charge the battery in here. The battery was low from last time I had stuff hooked up to it. When this one stopped charging it before, even that maybe an hour I had 1,000 watts going into it, that was definitely enough to fill up the battery in there. And so I'll show you here in the stand how it's looking. You can see I've got the light on, got the fan running. I've got this coming in from out there from the solar panels. It goes into the PV hookup here. All of this is the same. And now when I go into here, that's the PV input right now. So it's got 66 volts, roughly 4 amps with the clouds. But it's keeping that battery fully charged, even with this fan running here and this light on. Running it that way, I'm going to be pulling, like I said, 48 watts out of it. Right there's 48 watts I'll be pulling out of it with this fan running, and I'm going to leave that light running. If that's pulling 48 watts out of that battery, then that battery will last around 50 hours. So that's 48 hours that battery will run these things in here completely with no extra power going into it. But if I'm getting 1,000 watts per hour when the sun is up, it's fully going to charge it back up because I'm not pulling that much out of it, right? I'm not pulling 1,000 watts out of it. So I think this is going to work. I'm going to leave this set up for the weekend. I'll come back next weekend. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be up here next weekend. I've got some other things I'm actually doing. So I'm going to leave it like this for 2 weekends. Leave it like this for 2 weekends and see how it goes. I wonder if I should just leave the light on and leave the fan turned off and see how it goes. No, I'm going to leave both of them on for the next 2 weeks, and I won't be up here for 2 more weeks. And we'll see how this works. We'll see if we get enough sunlight during that time to keep that battery charged, to be able to keep this fan running and keep that light on. My goal would be to try to get probably close to 100 watts an hour and have that fully run. And I think if I did that, I'm probably going to need another battery, a second battery, or a bigger battery than that one to double the size. I think the solar panels are going to be enough. I don't know if the battery is going to be enough. But that's what I got for today, guys. I've got it all set up and running. We're going to let it go for 2 weeks, and then we will check on it again and see how it performs. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up on this video, and we will see you guys in the next one.